and make those work in here. And sorry, I didn't mean to touch you there. I don't know what that was. All right, so here's the plan. We are going to, I think we start on the front, get it up in the air, get jack stands on it, and we will start pulling these front hubs apart. Do you want to move? Should we move the front end out of here? We're going to be able to spin that around there, you think? Let's just set it in here. Not too much in the way of the tools. One. Go up one? Yeah. Where are you going, inside? Okay. Those should be all ready. I wanted to sandblast those hub gaps too. Let's start it. They were obviously maintaining the brakes pretty good. They don't look terrible, they just look well used. And you can see right here that we've got some moisture on there. It's been building up dust and a little bit of grease. And so we will, we'll disassemble all that and get some new parts put on there and throw it back together here before too long.
So are you taking the hub off? Yeah, because they're not turning. Because the lock to free is not turning. And you can see where they had pliers on it, turning it before they let it, or before it sat, so. And the pry bars to make sure that so it doesn't turn, because it wants to turn the hub wants to turn, so it's hard to break free. So you just to throw a pry bar in there and you don't have to worry about it. Well, I've never taken a hub apart before, so this is all new to me. So we'll see how much trouble we can get in. Well, I did it. There it comes. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's coming out.
Right there. Yep. It got hooked on that. Because this one's for the newer.
whatever.
Yeah, you got to take that this washer off right here. There's a washer right there, Tim. See that? I think it should be a washer.
There's a washer on the outside.
That's the washer. So part of the problem is with these old rigs is this thing's been sitting outside, it's really rusted up. And so this brake line right here is rusted up real bad. And so we're gonna try and put a little bit of heat. I don't have my big torch, so we're just gonna put a small heat torch on there, see if we can get a little bit of heat into it and see if we can break that free without actually ruining it. If we do ruin it, we'll just have to replace all the tubes. So that's what we're gonna do next. Getting it?
Don't want to light it on fire? No, it's not.
Fire's a good thing. So here's what we got. Front hub pulled apart. Is that thing locked up too?
Mm-hmm. This is what's locked up.
I'll bet you anything we can clean that up, get it oiled.
It's that O-ring.
New O-ring, and we can make that work. Actually, I don't see any really bad wear on this. We got a little bit of rust, but we can wipe that off. We can clean that up. And so that's what we're gonna do. We'll get some more cleaning up going on this. We still gotta get the brakes off. We still gotta get the wheel cylinder off and do the other side, and then we can start actually making a part order. I'd say we pull apart the back as well, and then we'll know really what we need to do for that, and then we can start maybe thinking about pulling the 65 in here and start ripping parts off it and see what we can scavenge. All right, so that's what we're gonna start doing next. We'll why don't you shift to the other side, and I'll throw some heat on this, see if I can break this brake line free.
Okay.
First part about this is the torch really isn't hot enough to do what we need it to do. Hot enough to catch the grease on the back here on fire, but really not hot enough to get it red hot so we can break that free, but hopefully be enough to make it work.
What was that? The hose? What hose? The metal one?
Yeah, that brake line. Well, there's some video for you. You were recording that, right?
Yeah, I got it all. I don't know. Oh,
yeah, the brake line, dude.
Where'd it go? The metal one or the rubber one?
The rubber one.
Why would the rubber one?
I don't know, but it freaking blew up.
Oh, I don't even know where it went.
Hey, Tim. I got it. Okay, so that scared the bejeebers out of me. I actually felt it on my arm, like something hit my arm when that blew up. So always with fire, you want to be careful and use safety equipment like safety glasses, unlike these, and actually protective gloves, unlike these, and
long sleeve t-shirts.
And long sleeve t-shirts, unlike these. Yes. So not but it's coming off.
Don't do this at home.
We just did.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, back from lunch. We are we're taking the front diff cover off, and we're going to get this differential pulled out. Axle's pulled, so we can do the ball joints, get those both cleaned up. So that's where we're working now. Tim's down here on the 68, pulling off the diff cover. We're going to see what that oil looks like.
It's been sitting for a long time.
Oh, it's pretty dang nice though, dude.
Yeah, not bad.
I don't see any water in it.
No, there's a couple.
I mean, there should be a touch of moisture in it after sitting in that field for all those years. It doesn't look worn. Like they must have just replaced that not long before they stopped driving.
So are you taking the ball joints off to replace them?
Yeah, they need replaced.
So we're trying to get the ball joints out of this front end, and I have not actually done one on one of these trucks in a long time. And so we're gonna try our ball joint press and see if we can get it to come off, get some pressure on it so we can hit it with a big hammer and knock this thing loose. All right, so what I'm doing is trying to pull the axles out. Haven't actually pulled anything out of a 9-inch rear end. I've really only worked on an 8.8 or a newer axle than that. So first time pulling an axle. Watched on YouTube. I'm gonna try and do that right now.
All right, guys. So this is a Ford 9-inch. So this hole right here. If you look through that hole, there's 4 bolts. See that bolt right there? So you gotta take that one out, and then there's 4, one on pretty much each corner. So like there, and right about there. Take all 4 of those out, and the axle comes right out. So what are you looking at when you pull out? What are you looking for?
Well, I'm checking just to see if there's any gunk, see if there's any rust, or what the bearing, what the oil looks like right in here. It looks a little gunky, like maybe we have some moisture or something that got into this rear end, but not terrible. And bearing feels pretty good. It actually runs real smooth. This bearing runs really smooth, Tim.
So yours came out?
Yep. So I think we're in good shape. We're kind of wrapping up for the day, and we got, let's see, what all did we get done? We got ball joints.
We tore the entire truck apart.
Knuckles, brakes off, axles out, third members. We are ready to press in ball joints and start reassembling the truck, actually start putting it back together.
Yep.
The only things we have really left to pull is we've got to pull some brakes off the 65 because we're going to use those on here where we can. And then we're going to pull the motor and the transmission in the transfer case out of the old 77.
The 77, yep.
And make those work in here. And sorry, I didn't mean to touch you there. I don't know what that was. But then, and the other thing we did, we got the cab moved, put that in the 66, got the tractor running, broke some tires down, got all kinds of stuff accomplished today. So good day, running out of time, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.